Hey there, everyone. How you doing? It's me, Jennifer Cattermore. I just wanted to share with you that I had just been at a ladies meeting that they have monthly. They asked me to come and share some things with them. They have coffee and treats, of course, and I shared with them my recent trip. I shared pictures of our recent trip to Maine, where we climbed Mount Katahdin, and also the devotions that I used were talking about some of the mountains that we face in life, right? The difficulties, the trials, they all seem so large, and so it was kind of twofold what I had taken from being at the top of the mountain and also what I had taken from those devotions. And first and foremost, being at the top of a mountain and seeing things from a different perspective did something for my soul that I cannot even put into words. It was just incredible, and it brought tears to my eyes when I stood in reverent awe of God's creation, the beauty of his works. It was just incredible. There, like I said, there just are no words. And then secondly, in regard to the devotions, when we're faced with a trial, when we're faced with some kind of mountain in our life, God is faithful. And he tells us in his word that if we will seek out wisdom and if we will seek out understanding, this is Proverbs 2, and if we look for those things as if we're looking for lost treasure, he will give it to us. And so in our difficulties and in our trials, even though it may seem so big, I know for me climbing up the mountain, it was hard physically to a degree. That really wasn't my issue, but psychologically, that was really hard for me because we're in the so high up, and really the one part that we were climbing over was not more than 2 feet wide at places. It was really a struggle for me psychologically to put that aside and keep going forward. And God helped me to do it because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that's exactly what he did. He gave me strength to do that. And he will do the same for you and for everybody who seeks his ways and asks for his help. You know, as believers, we have that ability to go to him and ask him to give us the strength to get through something. And the word says that he is faithful. And I have experienced God's faithfulness again and again and again in my life. And I'm sure you have too. And you could probably share that story with somebody else, how faithful God is. And so I just pray. I pray two things for you today, many things, but I will pray especially that you will get out into God's creation today and you will look around, that you will put your phones down, you will put your computers away after you watch this video, and just get outside wherever you are, whether you're skiing, whether you're standing on the beach, which would be awesome. I would love to be there. Whether you are on a pond somewhere, you know, fishing maybe, or maybe you're out in the woods hunting, or maybe you are at the top of a mountain, wherever you are, on your couch, on your back porch, we are surrounded by the glorious works of God. And we see that in his creation. We see that in family. We see that in friends. We see that in strangers. We see it especially in his word. And so the second thing that I pray is that you will have the eyes to see his magnificence, the marvelous works that he has done in your life. That you would be able to hear his voice when he speaks to you. That you would turn your hearts to him and invite him in if you haven't yet. Admit that you're a sinner. Admit that you need Jesus. And then go and live for him. Again, seeking his ways. Giving him the glory for all the magnificent works. And take the next step in your faith, whatever that might be, big or small. Because when we choose to do that, when we seek out his benefits, and that's an action, right? When we are disciplined in seeking that out, he always, always provides for us. There is never a time that I have not sought the Lord for something and he has not given it to me. I'm not talking name it and claim it. I'm not talking that. I don't preach that gospel. I don't teach that. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that when we go to him and we ask him to help us to see him, when we go to him and we ask him to resolve an issue for us, he will resolve it. It may not be the way you want it to be. So that's why I'm not going to say name it and claim it, because that's not how he works. He will answer your prayer. He's just going to answer it his way. So then we pray, Lord, your will be done. That is the most freeing prayer that we can ever pray. Lord, your will be done in my life. Because then our hearts are aligned with him. And everything then it just changes. And so just like how when I was on the mountain, my perspective changed, because when we went there, things were really, really crazy. I'm not going to go into all of that, but at that time, and it's still crazy in this world, but we got away from all of the nonsense, from all of the chaos, from all of the arguing, from all of the fighting. And we breathed in this air, and we breathed in God's beauty. And what a difference that makes. So when our hearts are aligned, not only physically will we see things from a different perspective that will cleanse our soul, that will cleanse our minds, that will clear our minds and give us, this sobriety of mind that the scriptures talk about. We have a peace that surpasses all understanding. So amidst all of the nonsense and the craziness, we can have that peace that surpasses all understanding. And when our hearts are aligned like that with God, oh, he is so good. So that's even more beauty that he shows us and that he gives us. And so today, put the phone down, put the computer away after you watch this video, of course. Take the next step in your faith and just go outside. If you're able, right? Again, you might be sitting on your couch, you might be wherever you are, you can see his glorious works, the marvelous works, and count them and give him praise for them. Thank him for his marvelous works that he has done in your life, that he is doing in your life, and believing him that he is going to continue doing them in your life. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Remember, you can go to my website, jennifercatamore.com, go to the Resource Center. You'll find podcasts and devotions there. Also links to my YouTube channel, social media, as well as my books on Amazon. I pray they bless you, and I pray you have a wonderful day. Remember, get outside, wherever you are, just be in the presence of the Lord and thank him for all of his beauty and for all of his goodness. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.